This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Special Chronicles presents Road to Special Olympics 2026 USA Games. Real athletes, real stories, real moments from Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. Follow the full 10-part series at specialchronicles.com/2026USAGames. That's specialchronicles.com/2026USAGames. And now, please put your virtual hands together as we welcome back to the Special Chronicles podcast my good friend Katie from Team Illinois. Oh, it's not laughing. Sorry, Katie. Welcome back, Katie.
Hello.
I clicked on the wrong sound effects.
It's okay.
Back.
I'm glad to be back. The last time, I can't remember when the last time was. Was that like
Yeah.
last year?
I have no idea because the previous guest reminded me that she was a guest on this podcast in the past, and I did not even remember that the previous guest was a previous guest. And so, our listeners, just go to specialchronicles.com, search for Katie O'Neill, and you can find that previous guest. I mean, that previous episode was it last year? A couple years ago?
Maybe. Last year or a few. I don't know.
I know. Some listener is going to specialchronicles.com right now and is yelling at the headphones. Okay. So with that, we're having you on this time to talk about your road to the Special Olympics USA Games happening in Minnesota the week of June 20th to that week.
Yeah. 26.
26. Yes, there we go. I usually have these facts in front of me. But let's begin and have you tell our listeners your name, your sport, and where you're from.
Okay, my name is Katie O'Neill. I am doing gymnastics for the USA Games, and I am from Region C.
Region C in Illinois, Team Illinois. I don't know if I can say the best. Well, I think our listeners should know that I'm also from Illinois. But anyways, for any new listeners, because we've got a lot of new listeners, and again, this for those of you listening, this podcast series, if you search USA Games in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google, we do come up as the #1 search result. And so for any new listeners, how did you first get involved in special? Oh, yeah, we can apply for that. How did you first get involved in Special Olympics?
So back in high school, well, not when I was in high school. It was when I was out of high school. I saw what my coach's Snapchat story of helping kids with disabilities. And I always like to help kids with disabilities. He's like, okay, well, you could even be a part of it. I'm like, wait, what? So he's the reason why he got me to where I am today.
Awesome. And that first sport that you competed in was gymnastics?
Yes. So he taught my high school gymnastics team then, and then once graduation set in, I had no clue what I was going to do afterwards. College was out of the picture, so I found Special Olympics, and I'm here today.
And then the rest is history. Going from the local state level up to the national level. Awesome. Let's now dive into the training, the daily journey. Your training routine, because I'm sure your training is looking a little bit different now. Getting ready to compete at the national level. What does your training look like right now as you prepare for the 2026 USA Games?
So it's not like everyone else, but that's okay. I'm still training two days a week, which is Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then sometimes they will add like an extra practice with the Team Illinois coaches. So that's what we've been doing.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'm sure it's really helpful to get practice with the coaches who will be coaching you up in Minnesota. Speaking of your coaches and your teammates and your coaches and your teammates from Team Illinois, who supports you in your training and how do they help you to improve in your sport in gymnastics?
So my coaches would tell me, Katie, you have to block on the vault. So I do a front handspring on the vault, which is a handstand to your feet from a vaulting table. It's easier to see than to explain. Or for like a kip, which is a glide swing, and I bring my legs up to the bar and then try to the term is put your pants on. I know it's a funny term, but it's like you're putting your pants on, but you're on a bar.
Awesome. Now, as we move into your skills and strength, what skills or strengths are you focusing on most in this season? In this season of preparation for because by we're recording this June 1st, but by the time all the listeners hear this, it will be the middle of June, so it'll be about, I think, a week. The week after all listeners hear this in real time, it will be the time for the USA Games. So what skills or strengths are you focusing on most this season?
I am focusing on just sticking my routines, remembering them. I've had a few changes with the routine, but I'm taking those changes out and keeping it the way that I know and love.
Awesome. And just like your coaches are our support system, I'm sure you've also got family and friends and teammates who helps you through those tough moments. Because I'm sure some of the training can be difficult, especially if you have to add an extra day. And I mean, you've got the motivation of the USA Games, but during those tough moments, who helps you during those tough moments? Family, friends, teammates?
So my parents help me, and my teammate Alexis, she helps me. She always cheers me on during practice. If I'm doing a skill and I'm getting frustrated and can't get it right away, she'll be like, "You got this. You can do this." So thank you, Alexis.
Awesome. Now, as we move into your goals, as we look ahead to Minnesota 2026 again, for those of you listening and want to cheer on Katie, you can join me and download the USA Games app and I believe send some cheers and motivation to athletes. I don't know if Katie, if you knew that fans could do that.
Yeah, I've gotten some already.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know if. Can you see who sends it to you or no?
Yeah, I saw some from you.
Okay.
A lot.
Well, I was trying to pick a bunch of Team Illinois athletes because I didn't know how it worked.
I'm not mad. I was just.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, it's. Anyways, so listeners, go. I think you can just search for Special Olympics USA Games in the App Store and find it, and then so with that, what are some of your goals for the 2026 USA Games in Minnesota?
I do want to get gold, but if I don't get the gold, I won't get mad at myself or anything. I would be happy because I'm enjoying the experience and the road that I'm on. And I don't care if I lose. I know this might sound weird, but I don't care if I lose. I don't care if I win. I just know that I'm having fun, and that, to me, that's my win.
Awesome. Yeah, I think, and that ties back into our athlete oath that it doesn't matter if we win. It just matters if we're brave in the attempt. So I think that's a powerful message that a lot of fans can really learn from your story and learn from the other athletes that are competing. It's just the fact that you're going to this national level, that's even a big that there's only a select few of select few athletes that actually get selected to compete at the national level. Switching to now your goals as a team, Team Illinois, and in your case, the gymnastics part of Team Illinois. What goals does your team have for the USA Games?
So we really, I'm gonna say that to get gold or like podium, but my personal goal that I want my gymnastics team to have is just have fun and try our best. Whatever happens, and it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Perfect goal. Speaking of going beyond the games, after June 26th, yeah. And you go home. What do you hope to achieve next as an athlete?
To try for the World Games. I'm a big dreamer. I feel like I would probably have the same goal as well. I mean, it seems like every athlete did that. I ask, that's a similar goal. Awesome. Yeah, I know. I think Bale said the same thing. Speaking to the fans, and again, fans, if you download the Special Olympics USA Games app, and you can send message to athletes like Katie and all the other thousands and thousands of athletes going to Minnesota this June. What message do you want to share with fans that are cheering you on, whether they're cheering you on the ground in Minnesota? I know my mom and I are coming up, so hopefully we'll get to get over to the gymnastics venue. Or whether fans are tuning in on, I think ESPN is broadcasting, I believe. Cool. So whether fans are tuning in on ESPN or tuning in on social media or at home, what message do you want to share with fans that are cheering you on? Thank you for cheering me on. It makes me feel like I'm a celebrity. And I'm really appreciate all the positive feedback that you guys are giving me and my team, and thank you again.
Awesome. And I'm sure you're going to be getting a lot of, I don't, could you hear that?
Oh, I heard the applause.
A lot of applause. That I think I've got a better sound effect somewhere else. Anyways, clearly we like to have fun with sound effects. Okay, anyways, let's get back on track as we wrap up this closing part of the, I know we're going a little longer than 10 minutes, but that's okay. When you have friends on the pod, that's what happens. Special Olympics means a lot for you. It means a lot for me. Like there's so much that it has done for us on the competition field and off the field. What does being a Special Olympics athlete mean to you?
To me, it makes me feel like I could be a role model for the incoming athletes. And it makes me feel like I have a secret. Well, I could share now because you probably saw my video with the United Healthcare.
I saw a clip of it, but yeah.
So with that, I just remember we were on the floor and there was like little girls that were just hanging on the bars or doing something with bars. And I remember them looking at me when I walked by and they had the biggest smile on their face and be like, wow, she's so pretty. I want to be just like her. And it warmed my heart and made me feel really proud to hear kids say that about someone that they don't even know. Awesome.
Yeah, I love that. I heard a similar story that I think I want to say Loretta Claiborne, the Chief Inspiration Officer for Special Olympics, a similar thing of she and some other athletes were featured in some museum in DC, and of young kids looking up to these athletes. So yeah, that's a really powerful story, and I'm sure I'm sure a lot of young kids will be looking up to you and the other athletes competing at the USA Games. As we wrap up now, we're going for about 15 minutes, but that's fine. That's fine. Anything else you'd like to share about your journey?
I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm excited to compete. I'm excited for the whole experience. I'm excited to see Demi Lovato at the opening ceremonies, which is really cool.
Yeah. Her and John Batiste. I'm not going to edit anything out. I was trying to see if I can interview some of those musical acts, but apparently it's really, 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 even being registered as media, it's really, really difficult to interview them.
They're very, very busy.
Yes. Yeah.
Just trying.
Yeah. I know.
Even.
Yeah. But yeah, awesome. The final question that I know I said that was the final question, but the final question that we want our listeners to learn and to take a call to action from this podcast series. And as you know, the inclusion revolution is a big part of this movement, a big part of Special Olympics. And so just like we've been doing for the past 5 whatever years, I'll ask you, what does, and let me play that bumper to introduce that final question. I think I have to go back to my other clip here.
We're not just athletes.
We are the ambassadors of an uprising.
Peaceful protesters.
In a rebellion against anyone
who has a fear of difference.
Difference.
Our demands are
equality.
Dignity.
And the recognition of our
shared humanity. We will not stop
or accept anything less.
Today, our world is
more divided than ever.
And coming together has never been more urgent.
The revolution
is inclusion.
Find out more at jointherevolution.org.
So I'll ask you, Kitty, and I think you probably have answered this question since you've been a previous guest, but I'll ask you again as well. What does inclusion mean to you?
Inclusion means to me that not leaving someone that has a disability out at lunch. If you're like at school, if you see them sitting by themselves, go up to them, include them, be like, hey, you come sit with us. It's like a group of friends. That to me, that's being inclusive. And as a paraprofessional, I've seen kids include other kids, and it makes me feel like they already know this, but they don't know about Special Olympics. So it really makes me happy and stuff.
Awesome. Well, that's a perfect way to wrap up. I know I wish we had more time to dive more in, but we'll look forward to hopefully seeing you in Minnesota. And all of you listening, please cheer on Katie and Team Illinois and all the other teams, because even though all of us come from all different states, we're all still Special Olympics athletes, and we all just glad to have these opportunities.
Thank you, Daniel.
And until then, thanks for listening to Road to Special Olympics 2026 USA Games, a Special Chronicles podcast series. We are athletes, we are stories, we are moments from Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. Catch every episode of the 10-part series at specialchronicles.com/2026USAGames. That's specialchronicles.com/2026USAGames. Or scan that QR code that is above Katie or me, depending on how you are looking at this. Yeah, it's somewhere above there. Scan that, and you can follow the series and subscribe, rate, and review us on Apple Podcast, Spotify. Do all those things that you do with podcasts, and we'll catch you all on the next episode.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
And until then, choose to include.